Good day, viewers. Wherever you are watching this video today, my name is Brother Chima Prince Mata. I am a spiritual consultant, and this is a spiritual channel where we share different spiritual tips. This channel is all about spiritual tips. And if you are coming on here for the very first time and you have never subscribed to this channel, please do me a favor by subscribing to the red button by your right hand side down below this video and turn the notification bell to all so that whenever I post a video, you will be notified. And as you do so, may God bless you. And please, for those of you that are just coming on the channel for the very first time, make sure you watch this video to an end. There is a lot of knowledge to benefit on this stream of knowledge. And as you can see on the title, today's topic is how you can keep your enemies very far from you. How you can make your enemies to run very far away. How you can defeat your enemy. After doing this particular spiritual recipe and spiritual tips, which is called back to sender, all your enemies, no matter where they come from, enemies from your paternal side, enemies from your husband's side, enemies from your maternal side, enemies of your progress, enemies of your destiny, enemies of your future, wherever they come from, wherever they are, after doing this particular spiritual recipe today, they will be far from you. In fact, whatsoever they have done against you, against your life, against your destiny, against your children, against your marriage, it will surely return back to sender to them. Believe you me, no man on earth will say that he has no enemy. Enemies comes in different forms. We have our suit enemy. Your friend can be your enemy, pretending to be your friend. Your neighbor can be your enemy, pretending to be your friend. Even your own blood can be your enemy and pretending to be your brother or a sister to you. Yes, as the Bible said, the worst enemy that a man can have on earth is household enemy. They will be eating you and they will be blowing you breeze. They want your downfall. They want you to start afresh. Yes, those people you are drawing closer to, those people you bring close to yourself when you have the money, they are the one that has bring you back to zero, back to square one. So you have to be careful. And you have to do something against your enemy. Because if you don't take care of your enemy will take care of you. In many ways, he can afflict you with sicknesses. He can afflict you with diseases. He make that business that has been flourishing before, that has been working well, to start crumbling. Yes. You see that house that you are building in the village, enemy can make it to stay stagnant. Enemies will curse you, curse your future, curse your business, curse your destiny, and nothing good will come out of whatsoever you lay your hand upon. We have different type of enemies, and it's better for you to tighten up your belt, to be spiritually minded if you want to overcome your enemies. You have to be prayerful. That is why I am here, to review some secret which nobody is talking about. It's now left for you that are watching me on here to put it in practice and to believe in whatsoever you are doing. Yes. Because faith cometh by hearing, and by hearing the word of God. As an oracle, as a spiritualist, I am telling you now that the worst enemy that a man can have is our pseudo enemy. They might come through your friends, they might come through your brothers, they might come through your cousins, they might come through your foundation, and you are looking elsewhere. Enemies has destroyed a lot of destinies, a lot of brighter futures, because they are envious of you, because they hate you with passion, and you don't know this, and you call them my friend, and you call them my family, and you call them my brother. They have come into your life to destroy you. They have scattered your marriage. They have rendered your children reckless. They have bring you from hero to zero, and you are still sitting down there looking like moo. You have to do something. If you don't take care of them, they will take care of you. And for today, power part information, I am here to leak the secret for you on how you can deal with unknown enemy. What you should do to keep your enemies far from you, for them to understand that which they know, that you yourself know it best. I have been in so many difficult situations. I have been listening to people telling me their problem. Enemies everywhere. Now I am here to pass the message to you. Relax and don't touch that dime. Make sure you watch this video to an end, because today spiritual power part information is going to benefit you and your family. Only if you practice and do this with faith, without any mistake, you will see that unfriendly friend that you don't know will be any of your friend after doing this recipe that started to avoiding you, know that person is your enemy. And on today's recipe or power part information, we are going to be using two materials that are created by God, Chukwu Okike Obiama, that you and I know, but the spiritual part, you don't know it. Because if you know the spiritual part of these two materials that we are going to use on here, you will do this particular recipe with all your heart, with all your faith, and after that, you will have a testimony. Whether you believe it or not. I have been saying this. No YouTuber is a magician. Yes. Many people has been telling me, we have done this from this YouTuber channel, we have done this, and the same thing remains the same. Check yourself. We are only the mouthpiece of the cause. We are the speakers of truth. Remember, no YouTuber is a magician. Before you do any spiritual etepete or any spiritual assignment from any YouTuber, you must first of all make sure you are holy. Secondly, you must do it with all your heart and faith. With your faith and mind joining together, if you do this particular recipe, trust me, you are going to have instant testimony. If it is, did this work? Yes, it worked. People are doing it, and they are having testimonies. And for today, we are going to do it, and we are going to have testimony, whether the devil likes it or not. Because God has given us the power to trample against snake and scorpion, and that they should not have any harm on us. Remember, he said, I will contend with those that contend with you, and fight against those that fight against you. Yes, he is going to contend with those that contend with you. It's when you are spiritually charged. It's when you understand that there are people who are contending with you. That is when your God, that is when your spiritual mind will contend with those that are contending with you. When you recognize the spirit that followed you down to the earth, when you know the God you serve, that God will contend with those that contend with you. It's not magic. And today's recipe is not fetish. If you think this is fetish, don't do it. Don't come to my Facebook page or Instagram page or YouTube page and be telling me you have to repent. Your pastor cannot tell you this. Your prophet cannot tell you this. Even that strong native doctor in the village that you used to visit cannot tell you this. They will want to collect money first before revealing this secret for you. But remember, the word of God says, freely you are given, freely shall thou receive. Yes. God bless you. Like as I said before, we are going to be using two materials in order to return every utterances of the enemies against our life, against our destiny, against our future, back to sender to them, in order to keep our enemies far from us, in order to know who our unfriendly friends are. Number one item that we are going to be using in this particular power part information is bitter kola. You see it? Bitter kola has a lot of spiritual benefit. Yes. It fights against the enemy. It fights against every incantation, every utterances of any kind of any man. It breaks every coven, every yoke that is unbreakable. Bitter kola has a lot of spiritual vibration energies inside of it if you know how to use it. You can use bitter kola to do so many things. I have done a video on bitter kola, on how you can use it to stop midnight dream on this particular channel. You can check on my old videos and you will see some videos that will help you to lift up your spiritual life. So we are going to be needing 3 bitter kola, because in this spiritual part information, you will have to do it for 3 days. If you want your enemies to stay far from you, and if you want every of their utterances, every of their evil load to return back to them, get me 3 bitter kola. We are going to use it for 3 days. Another item on this is alligator pepper. We know the spiritual part of alligator pepper is highly potent. Alligator pepper is the finisher, the war, the battle. I call him master of all masters. He possesses a lot of powers for cleansing, for purification, for healing, for opening doors. Whatsoever you are doing, every spiritual work that is included alligator pepper, is for that work to have an instant result, an instant answer. So we are going to be using 3 pieces of bitter kola. If you are a man here, you are going to use 4 pieces of alligator pepper on this particular recipe. And if you are a woman, you are going to use 3 pieces of alligator pepper in this particular power part information. But before I go on with the information I'm about to release, before I let the cat out of the bag, I would like to introduce myself. For those of you who are just seeing me for the very first time, my name is Brother Chima, Prince Mata, and I am a spiritualist and a bona fide founder of Chima Mata Spiritualtips, where we solve all kind of spiritual problems, where we cure people all kind of spiritual diseases, no matter where they come from, no matter how long they have lasted in your life, and where we help people to liberate their families and their businesses. And for you, my old and new subscribers, my backbone, my families, my friends, my fans, those that has been here from day one, supporting me, watching my videos, liking my videos, I give you a double thumbs up. Look at it. This is yours. This hand is yours. Boo, boo, boo. May God continue to bless you. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me with your advice. Thank you for supporting me in money and in kind. And thank you for trusting me. Those of you that are in abroad that are buying my spiritual materials, I really appreciate you. And thank you for your testimonies. I am not the one doing it, it's the Lord doing it. I am just the mouthpiece of the cause, a spiritualist. And if you are here, you need any of my spiritual materials, yes, we do sell spiritual materials. We have favor soap, back to sender soap, crowd pulling soap, love and affection soap, yes, and so on and so forth. If there is anything you want me to help you to do spiritually, or if there is anything you want me to look into spiritually, you don't hesitate to call me on the phone, as my number still remains +234 708813 6610 +234 708813 6610. That is my number, and my name is Brother Chima Prince Mata. Thank you, and God bless you. And for those of you who are just coming on for the very first time, my new viewers, please, I am begging you in the name of God, please do me a favor by subscribing to my channel. Press the red button by your right hand side. Turn on the notification bell to all, so that when I post a video, you will be notified. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and may God bless you. Now it is time to let the cat out of the bag. Back to our today's topic, today's power part information on how you can overcome your enemies, on how you can make your enemies to be far from you, on how you can return every utterances, every evil, every incantation that they have projected in your life, that is working against your life, having effective in your business, in your family, in your relationship, on how you can put an end with it, with 3 pieces of bitter kola for 3 days. Yes. On these 3 days, on the first day, look at what you are going to do. You will get a bitter kola like this. Then, you get a knife. You are going to cut it. You cut the head from the head and cut it from the toes. Look at this. You will cut it this way. It has to be this way. And this is the head, and this is the bottom. When you have cut the bitter kola that way, you open it. You put 2 of these. This particular recipe, you have to do it at night when you are about going to bed. It is not difficult, it is not fetish, but it works perfectly. I am telling you, I am a living testimony. Now you cut it this way, you put it in your mouth. Then if you are a man, you have to bring 4 alligator peppers. Only 4. 4 alligator peppers. You can see the 4 alligator peppers. You put it in your mouth, and you start to chew it. As you are chewing it, you call your name 7 times. You begin to pray. Every enemy against my life, against my success, against my marriage, against my business, against my household, against my family, knowingly or unknowingly, from my friends, from my paternal side, from my maternal side, from my foundation, every enemy that is making me not to move forward in life, any incantation that any man or any woman has done against me, that is working against my future, working against my destiny, working against my business, working against my relationship, working against my family. Today, as I chew this alligator pepper and bitter kola, I said, let your word, the words of your mouth, return back to sender to you. After chewing this, you swallow it. And this one, you have to put it under your pillow and sleep over it till in the morning. Then in the morning, bring this bitter kola. Start to make your prayers. You know what you are going through. You know what the enemies has made you to be through. If you are returning that sickness back to sender, if it is sickness that you are going through, if it is hardship that you are going through, if it is childlessness that you are going through, whatsoever you are going through in your life, speak it upon this bitter kola, this remaining half that you slept over with. Speak it upon this bitter kola. Return it back to sender. If it is evil that you are going through, every stagnation, every disappointment that you are going through, return it back to sender. Any incantation that has been made upon your behalf that is working against you by the enemies, by the evil one, you return it back to sender this morning. After you have prayed finish, blow on it 7 times. Turn it on your head. Wave it on your head 7 times. You go outside and throw it at the main road. Owners of evil load, let them carry their load. That will be your last statement. Owners of evil load, carry your load. You throw it at the main road. Then on the second day, you pick another 4 pieces of alligator pepper if you are a man, and 1 bitter kola. You still do the same thing that you did last night. You have to do it straightly 3 days. Do it on the 3rd day. Don't forget the statement, owners of evil load, carry your load. Do it to the 3rd day. Then after on the 3rd day, you are free and you keep watch. You will hear information. If there is anyone that has sent attack of sickness to you and you have been suffering it, that disease, that affliction will return to that person. And you will hear that somebody is sick in the village. If they call you, don't go there, don't bring your money, because if you bring your money, it will return back to you. This particular spiritual power part information is something that you will be doing once in 3 months, because you don't need to do it often. That is for protection, for God's protection on your body. Do it once in 3 months. And don't forget, before doing this, you must be holy. Make sure you have never done any evil to anybody. Make sure you are not an enemy to anybody. Yes, I am not telling you this. If you have any evil or you have done any evil against anybody, before doing this particular recipe, you need to ask for forgiveness so that what is doing you will leave you. Do this particular recipe and get back to me. I really need your testimony, because I know that my spiritual tips are powerful and they work 100%. If you use all your faith and your spirit to do it, you will receive an instant result. No be juju, no be mago. You are not paying me for it. It is my calling as a spiritualist. So, I have come to the end of this video. I hope you have learned on how you can defeat your enemies, on how you can return everything they have done against you back to sender to them. And please, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, which is the like. Comment on my comment section. Ask me question. If there is anything you don't understand that I say on here, invite your friends, invite your families, invite your well-wishers to be a partaker of this power part information. Share my videos on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. Share it. Just keep sharing. And may God bless you. I will see you some other time. Remain blessed and make sure you do this particular recipe with faith. God bless you.